Alright, you guys, today I'm going to be sharing what our family subjects are for the 2026 to 2027 school year. This is a collaboration hosted by myself and Devine over at Calm in the Chaos Homeschool. I'm going to go ahead and link the playlist down below in the description bar, so make sure that you check it out when you are done. This is a 4-part curriculum series, so for those of you who may not have been following it for the last couple weeks, 2 weeks ago we started with what we are going to be using for math. Last week we covered what we're going to be using for language arts. This week is our family subjects, and next week will be extracurriculars. So if you have not already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you are notified when we post the extracurriculars next week. So getting into it, I have 3 kids that I'm currently homeschooling, as well as a 2-year-old in the crazy mix of things. Next year I'm going to have an 8th grader, a 4th grader, and a kindergartner. And I like to group things as much as possible. So usually our standard group subjects are Bible, history, and science. And I don't really plan on changing too much with what we're currently doing. This year we tried a couple different Bible curriculums, and they weren't for us, at least in this season. And so we ended up trying out the Bible recap for kids. If you guys are not familiar with the Bible recap, it is a podcast by Tara Lee Cobble, and she walks you through covering the Bible in a year. And at the end of each Bible reading, you read about 3 chapters a day, and at the end of each reading, she goes over a recap of what it was that you read and the importance of it, in case you didn't pick up on something. And then she also has you look for a God shot. So where did you see God's character in that day's reading? And so far we have really loved it. It has brought out some really great conversations and allowed the kids to see themes throughout some of the stories and scriptures and just reading. And I love it because all of our curriculum is coming literally straight from the Bible. It's not coming from other people's opinions and different activities and things like that. And it is something that I can easily juggle with all of the kids, and it has been a huge blessing. So I'll go ahead and link that down below in case you guys are interested in checking it out. There's an adult version for it, but we are using the kids version, and I believe she has an activity book that pairs with it for younger kids, but we're using the blue book, the one that's just straight like, here's your reading for today, here's the recap portion, here's her God shot. And so we have really been enjoying that, and there's no way we're going to finish it for this school year because I think we started it in November or December. So we're going to basically be continuing with that the following school year. And then when we're done, we might just go right back into it, just start from the very beginning and just continue reading. Or I might find another like Bible in a year curriculum so we can just read straight from the Bible, and then we can have our discussions on it. As far as history, we started this year using the Tuttle Twins Volume 1, and none of us really cared for it, which is really odd to me because I really love the Tuttle Twins. I love their books. The kids will occasionally watch their show, and they really enjoy that. And I thought that I would really love their history, and I just don't. I feel like it was more story than it was history teaching. And yeah, so we ended up switching. And last year we used Mystery of History Level 1. And this year I thought I would do something fun with the Tuttle Twins, but when that didn't work, we ended up going back to Mystery of History Level 2. And so we literally started that in January or February, I don't remember. So we're still like in the very beginning of it, and we're just going to continue with that next year and finish it out. So whatever we don't complete this year, yeah, we'll go throughout next year. As far as science, I'm not super focused on history and science for my kindergartner, just because I feel like I can teach him those things with some fun videos or some fun activities or crafts or stories related to his age. These are more geared towards my 8th and 4th grader. So just keep that in mind. So with science, we are going to be doing Master Books Anatomy. Now this is geared for elementary grades. So I figured for my 8th grader, I would probably assign him either just some extra work, projects, maybe even having him write a paper on some of the things that he's learning in science. But I want to make sure that I have something that I can gear towards both of them just to kind of make my job a little easier. So that is what we're going to be going with. So far this year we have used Master Books Zoology and we are really enjoying it. So I'm really hoping that anatomy next year will be the same. I love anatomy and physiology and all things science, so I figure there's a lot of things that I can work in this area. DK has a lot of really amazing and really cool anatomy books, and I have a couple of them. And I also bought this little skeleton on Amazon, and I'm very excited for that. So I'm going to be using a lot of fun things, even if it's not necessarily coming from Master Books. So I think both of them are going to get a well-rounded approach, even though this one is geared more towards elementary. And I'm just going to, you know, maybe work in a few extra worksheets or discussion questions or something for him so he's a little bit more challenged than my 4th grader. Something that will basically just meet them both where they're at. And it'll teach them and inspire them, and hopefully they will both enjoy it. As far as my kindergartner for science, I don't know. I might get some packs on Etsy. Etsy has a lot of really cool homeschooling like worksheets and activities and supplies, and so I might do some different life cycle things with him. He is really interested in marine life, so I feel like next year we're going to be going to like the zoo and the aquarium a lot and learning about different fish and sea life and things like that, because he's just, anytime I read anything about any kind of water creature, he's like, what's that? Can you pull up pictures? Can I look at them? What's this one? What's that one? And he just has a million questions, and I really want to just like keep him focused on that and let him deep dive as much as he wants and just teach him as much as I can. And if we do move to the area that we are hoping to move, they have an amazing aquarium. They actually have a couple of amazing aquariums, so I'm very excited. I think that he will have a lot of prospects in that area. So that is basically everything that we're going to be using for family subjects. Let me know down below what you use for your family subjects. I would love to hear it. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget to check out the playlist. I will see you guys again next week for our final collaboration video, which is going to be on extracurriculars. And that's basically it. Bye.